Hey, good evening, y'all. This is Old Man Gibb, and thought I would make this one talk to you about continuing on our subject of suicide awareness, mental health, um, pain, personal pain, and all of that. Today, I wanted to talk about three main bullet points here, and it seems like that a lot of folks out there, like myself, kind of believe that there's a magic pill that our therapists or the doctors can give us, and it'll make all the pain, all the frustration, all the depression go away, and we'll feel like newborn babes ready to take on the world again. Folks, there's no such thing as a magic pill. Now, there are medications that can help reduce the symptoms of depression, reduce the anxiety levels, but ultimately and eventually it requires us, the individual, to take steps for our own well-being. So if you're on medication to reduce anxiety or depression, that alone is not going to fix the problem. You've got to get out and do something. For me, it was starting just to get out and go swim. Just a couple laps the first week or so. Now, and then there was a lot of times I'd pull up to the pool and there'd be people there, and I'd just go back to the house because I didn't want them to see. I was embarrassed about my weight. I'm almost 300 pounds. So, I was embarrassed, so I'd just go home. Well, then it got to the point where I realized that I can't care about what they think about me for my own health. If they got something bad they think, hey, that's in their mind and them, and it doesn't affect me. So I would encourage you, please, don't let what other people think about you influence your decisions to make your life better. The second is responsibility. We are ultimately responsible for our actions, for what we do to ourselves, for ourselves, and we can't put the responsibility on the doctors. After a certain amount of time as being an adult, we can't even put any responsibility for our condition or our actions, for the most part, on those in our past, when we are quite capable of making decisions every day that influences and affects our well-being, our mindset, and all of that. Yes, now there are external factors involved, but ultimately, every one of us is responsible for our own actions and for our own decisions. So I would encourage everybody, please, 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 think carefully and soberly about what you're thinking about doing or what you're not doing, and make an informed decision, not based on pain, sorrow, depression, anxiety. Think it through, take your time, and then make a decision. If you need to ask help to make that decision, by all means, please ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. Asking for help does not make us weak. It actually is a sign of strength. So keep that in mind, please. The last subject I wanted to touch on is family pain. Now, when I had my attempt in 2018, I did not consider the pain and the sorrow, the lack of understanding that my family and loved ones would go through and suffer. It has only been in about the last year, through watching another YouTube channel, Mr. David Paulides at Missing 411, or the Can-Am Missing Project, excuse me, where he talks about his pain and his sorrow after his son committed suicide. Folks, I had no clue what those that are left behind suffer with. And it has been a very deep and shocking revelation for me. So if you're contemplating self-harm, whether it be just cutting or severe alcoholism, drug use, even suicide, first and foremost, please reach out and get help. There are massive amounts of places out there to get help. They're in the link to this video. There will be the numbers for the hotlines that you can call and get help. And if you have a loved one that is suffering, help them. Understand that love is a commitment. It's a responsibility, not just a privilege. If you have a loved one that is in danger, put yourself aside and help them. I guarantee you it'll be the most fulfilling, wonderful thing you've ever done in your life. So with that being said, I just want to encourage everybody out there that may be hurting, suffering, a family member of someone that's hurting or suffering. Get help, talk to folks, but most of all, don't judge those that are in pain, depressed, and sorrow as weak and somehow inferior. They are not. They're just going through a temporary problem and they're seeking a permanent solution. Don't let that happen. Get involved in people's lives. Put yourself aside and help somebody increase in life, in faith, and watch them rebound and come back. I guarantee you, you will have never experienced anything so wondrous and beautiful in your life. With that being said, this is Old Man Gib. God bless you all. May you all have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening, and I will talk to you in the next one.